Doesn't hold them, they're off and running now, and one of the best out was Encore's, bounced away very quickly. Touch of Force and Brackenbury back inside it. He's easing back on Encore's, and Travis goes around the outside and further out Zaccarino and Chicane. Touch of Force is kicking up after 200 metres now from the outside here, Zaccarino and Chicane with Latin Quarter. There's one that's dumped the rider, Encore's. Encore's got into trouble and has dumped Gauchi down the back. Gauchi on the track down there at the 1300 metre mark, and the leader on the outside, Latin Quarter from Chicane. A half Trobus third, three-quarters Zaccarino. They got 2 or 3 lengths in front now from Touch of Force from In Square. 1 further back, Prince Caliph and Brackenbury. 2 further back, Saintly. Inside it then Vernal, and 3 to Silver Arch, and the riderless Encore's last of all. Inside the 1,000 they race now, on the inside Latin Quarter. About a head in front now from Chicane. 1 then to Zaccarino third, Trobus fourth. 1 further back, In Square fifth. On the outside a Touch of Force waiting for the run and railing up. 2 further back in the race, Brackenbury. Outside at Prince Caliph. Saintly and Silver Archer pulled out deep, and last of all is Vernal. Around the turn they race now. On the outside Chicane got to Latin Quarter. Touch of Force got the rails run. Zaccarino further out and down the outside In Square, and Saintly coming home well out in the middle at the 300. Touch of Force in front, but Saintly's moved to it. Out in the middle, Saintly ranged up now to grab Touch of Force, Zaccarino and In Square, but he lets Saintly down now at the 200 metre mark. It's shot away. Saintly put 3 lengths on Touch of Force. Now Brackenbury into the clear, but Saintly at the 100 metre mark is 4 in front of into second placing Brackenbury. Then further back Touch of Force, but Saintly canters home. 2.5 to Brackenbury, 3 away third Touch of Force. Then came Zaccarino from Prince Caliph. Then In Square, Silver Arch. Further back Vernal, Trobus, Chicane with Latin Quarter, and the riderless Encore's has followed the field.
Winner number 7, Saintly, 320 and 160. 6 Brackenbury, 170. 8 Touch of Force, 220.
Number 7, Saintly, 370 and 170. Number 6, Brackenbury to return 170, and number 8, Touch of Force to return 210.
1300 metre mark, there was trouble, and Gauchi was tipped out of the saddle from Encore's. He was on the track for a while. He's now being placed on a stretcher, Darren Gauchi, over there at the 1300 metre mark. He is conscious, but placed on a stretcher. Numbers are 7, 6 and 8 in the opening race today. Number 7, Saintly. Number 7, Saintly, trained by Bart Cummings, has won the first. They put plenty on it. And it's got there from Brackenbury. He got shuffled back, turning for home. Best work was late when he got clear, Brackenbury, but the bird had flown. At third placing to number 8, Touch of Force, had all the favours, got the rails ready to treat Preble, got up on the inside. But the winner loomed to him about 4 or 5 out. And, oh, gee, he showed a good turn of foot, this horse, by Sky Chase from All Grace. Saintly, number 7, a chestnut gelding, a 3-year-old, prepared by Bart Cummings. Bart's a partner in the horse with Dato Tan Chin Nam, Dr. C.P. Lim, E. Hong and T. Tan. So an Asian influence there with J.B. Cummings. It wouldn't be Derby Day if J.B. Cummings wasn't in the winner's circle, I can assure you. Ridden by Darren Beedman, champion rider, number 7. Scoring in race number 1 today from number 6, Brackenbury, but Ainhill from Julien, raced by Swettenham Stud with Colin Hayes, trained by Peter Hayes, ridden by Mick Dittman. And third, number 8, couldn't have ridden it better, Touch of Force by Touching Wood from Amora, trained by Johnny Marr, ridden by Brett Preble. Fourth in is number 5, and that is Zaccarino, but the winner far too good.
Right, openers race 2.
Racing. Gold Ace has gone away with them. Extracts out fast with Planet Warrior. Bowl Baron drops in behind. Carnaraja away quickly, and further out here Miss Margaret showing some speed when they settle down. By the 1,000 they race. The leader here on the inside, Planet Warrior now from Vice Royal. Extracts just behind them, trying to get off the fence. They're followed further out by Nick on the Run, who's starting to travel up on the outside of the leaders now. Further out is Cheviot. Bowl Baron, Carnaraja further back on the field from Miss Margaret, who's come over quickly. Then Padre, the widest runner at the moment is Gold Ace on the outside of Padre, and a gap then to Rulism, and last of all onto the course proper now would have been Wave a Tree. Onto the course proper they come at the 550 metre mark. Nick on the Run going up to Vice Royal. Planet Warrior tucked away. Miss Margaret further out behind them. Extracts trying to get a run. Gold Ace goes up 4 and 5 out on the outside, running down towards the 300 metre mark, and Gold Ace has gone up to Miss Margaret, followed further back by Padre. Extracts given a crack with a whip, and then Wave a Tree late. Gold Ace in front inside the 200 metre mark, extends now, slips away 2.5 in front of Wavertree and Padre. Extracts has gone, but it's Gold Ace in front, 100 to go. Wavertree, Padre won't get it. And Gold Ace, a length and a quarter, Wavertree. 3/4 third is Padre. Quick Flick rattled home late from Kana Raja, Miss Margaret Extracts. Rulism, a gap in the race, Cheviot. Then further back, Planet Warrior. And the last three pulling up pretty quickly. Nick on the run, Viceroyal and Bowl Baron.
Number 2, Gold Ace at 280 and 140. 7 Wavertree, $2.10. 4 Padre, $3.60.
2 Gold Ace Super Tab, 280, 140. Number 7 Wavertree, 230, and 4 Padre, 430. Moving up Canberra.
3.7. Showed a good turn of foot there inside the 200. When he let him down, he quickly put 3 lengths on them. Has beaten Wavertree, has come from the back of the field. From second to last to run second. And third, number 4, Padre, who was back inside Gold Ace with about 300 to go. Extracts just tucked in behind them. Under pressure, 300 out. Had sweated up going down to the start. Struggled in the last 200 Extracts. But they were a far too good Gold Ace number 2 by Derdior from Kuta Chance, raced by Mr. and Mrs. Bob Scarborough, prepared by Lee Freeman. Ridden by Premier Rider, De Oliver.
Number 6 Golden Chimes, late scratching the first Canberra at 12.48 on Vet's advice. 6 Golden Chimes, late scratching Canberra, race 1.
Both came from outside barriers. The field of 12 cut back to the inside. I don't think there's any advantage in going.
Right, we'll leave Melbourne there, getting set Canberra.
This is
racing. Monica missed it about a half length out wide here, and our marquee bounced quickly. Money thinks away fast near the inside. Talander travelling forward, and so too in the early point of the race. Vital Consent from the Penny. Our marquee going right across from the outside now for Dittman. Goes up outside Talander when they settle down. In trouble, Money thinks, and the Penny got tightened up, but a chain reaction saw Auntie Mary check back on top of Broanne. Along the back, Talander in front of the 1200 metre mark. A length, our marquee. 1.5. Vital Consent up close today. Third. A half further back, 4 Circles of Gold. Wonder Money thinks, a half then on the outside, the Penny. 2 further back, Georgia Bell, Pseudo Flower End there, followed by Auntie Mary the Rail. A length then Calypso from Broanne. Further back, Prieur Way from Amuse Us, Bionic Best, Futile, Noble Lotto and Monica last of all. At the 950 metre mark now, Talander a half to our marquee. 2 to Vital Consent in the box seat. Over on the inside, running third from Circles of Gold. A gap in the race, the Penny. Over along the inside then came Money Thinks, followed by Georgia Bell, Calypso, Pseudo Flower and Auntie Mary. 2 to Broanne. Then Prieur Way and well back Bionic Best. Amuse Us given a crack with a whip from Futile. Noble Lotto. Last turning for home is Monica. Into the straight they race. And the leader Talander a neck in front of our marquee. Given a slap down the neck. Picks up the bit now. 400 to go. Our marquee goes up to Talander. 3 further back in the race. Vital Consent. Auntie Mary's made her ground up on the inside. She's running on. Then Circles of Gold. Calypso, the Penny and Georgia Bell. Our marquee at the 200 metre mark. Fighting back Talander and Auntie Mary. Simon Marshall coming at them. Talander again in front, but Auntie Mary's finishing better. Simon Marshall hits the front on Auntie Mary, and Auntie Mary wins a length. Second, our marquee, a head away. Third, Talander, a gap then Bionic Best. Then further back, Broanne, a gap Prieur Way. Followed by Calypso, Vital Consent, Amuse Us, Circles of Gold, Futile. Noble Lotto, Monica, well back the Petty with Money Thinks and Pseudo Flower in. Last of all is Georgia Bell.
Number 1, Auntie Mary, $13.50 and $3.80. 8 our marquees, $2.70 and 11 Talander at $4.
1 Auntie Mary, $17.35 even. Number 8 our marquee at $2.80 and number 11 Talander, $4.30.
Or 8.
1:34.8 the time. Moving up Canberra.
Auntie Mary, ridden by Simon Marshall. Bit of a chain reaction along the back of the track. A few of them were tightened after about 300 metres, but she's continued to improve up along the fence. And Auntie Mary's got home here from number 8, which is our marquee, ridden by Mick Dittman. He went forward to sit up on the outside of Talander. And number 11 is third, number 11. And that was a Talander ridden by Damien Oliver. 1, 8, 11 in the frame here. 1, 8, 10, 11. 1, 8 and 11. Auntie Mary, who's 7 years of age, by Copper Kingdom from Mary of Argyle, raced by...
All right, we'll leave Brian there, almost set Canberra. Race 4.
Trip. Racing in the Wakeful, away in a good line too. Rewire Pride, the boulder, dropped to the back of the field with Bella Valet after the jump away. Not on Friday, Bracken Bank, Rubidium out quickly, and there's Vigil. Vigil scooting across from the outside. Salius, Tonicity are following those over when they settle down. The leader is Vigil now from Salius, outside it Tonicity, behind them Not on Friday. Cinder's Dream, Rubidium, a length and a half. Bracken Bank from Country Walk at Arctic set out 3 deep, a length further back in the race, Shame. They're followed back behind those by, on the outside, Tripping. Back in the middle is Night Nightclub. A length further back, Kirov Dancer from Sistine, and then Isolde. Pontelas has got 2 behind it, Bellavalet, and last of all, Rewa Pride. 1400 out, and the leader here, Tenacity, 1.5, Salius. Vigil now third on the fence. A length into Cinder's Dream, 1 off the fence, running 4th. 1 further back, running 5th, and the race is Not on Friday, outside at Rubidium. 1 to Brackenbank and Arctic Send. Further back in the race, Country Walk. Midfield, Shame on the rail, and further back in the race, Nightclub. Outside it, tripping from Kirov Dancer, Sistine, and then Pontelas. 2 lengths, Bellavalet, Isolde, and last of all, Rewa Pride. They go to the 1,000-metre mark in the Wakeful, and the leader is Tenacity by a length. On the outside, Salius second, Vigil third. Cinder's Dream went off the fence, running 4th. 2 further back in the race, then Rubidium. Over on its inside now at the 850-metre mark, Not on Friday. 2 further back, then Arctic Scent. Brackenbank the rail. Off the track is tripping around the outside. Shane trying to get off the fence from Country Walk. 2 further back, Sistine, followed by Nightclub. Well back, Kirov Dancer. Pontelas has got 3 behind it on the turn. Bellavalet, Rewa Pride, and Isolde last of all around the turn. And the leader on the inside, Tenacity, 3/4 in front of Salius, and Not on Friday has got out, goes up to 3rd. They're followed by Vigil. Further back, Brackenbank, Rubidium, Arctic Scent. As they race to the 300, Salius kicked away, 2.5 in front now. Out after it is Not on Friday. Salius has got a big break, 3 lengths, Not on Friday. Tenacity, Rubidium, Brackenbank and Arctic Scent. But Salius a mile in front at the 100-metre mark. They won't get her. Good on you, Pat Holland. She's 4 lengths in front now from Not on Friday and rattling home Pontelas. But Salius wins easily, about 4 lengths, Not on Friday, and Pontelas from 3rd last. What an Oaks eye catcher that was. It's run 3rd. Further back then, Brackenbank, Rubidium, Arctic Scent. Out wider, tripping behind those. Shame never came into it from Kirov Dancer, Tenacity. Bellavalet followed by Country Walk, Vigil. Further back in the race, Nightclub. On the inside of it then, Rewa Pride. Well back, Cinder's Dream. Pulling up quickly, Sistine. Near the tail of the field, bar 1, Isolde.
14 Salius, 19.50 and $6.80 over 15 Not on Friday, 2.70, 1 Pontelas, 2.90.
Number 14, Salius, to return at $20.10 and $6 even. Number 15, Not on Friday, $2.50. 1 Pontelas, 3 even. And please note number 10, Beauvale, a late scratching Canberra. 10, Beauvale, a late scratching the 3rd Canberra at 2.09.
Not on Friday, number 15. And from the clouds, the big run in the race was Pontelas, number 1. 14, 15 and 1. 14, 15 and 1 after the Wakeful today.
Right, only 2 to move in Canberra. Race 5, Melbourne. Octagonal 3.
Crowd ready now. Racing in the Derby now, and Zoff Coast bounced quickly. Principality, Catalan opening, and Nothing Like It Ain't out in a hurry. Heading forward now from Sir Macwin when they settle into stride now, and going few on the inside is Burrito. Burrito in front now from Nothing Like a Dane. Principality settling 3rd from Zoff Coast and Catalan opening. Then Octagonal up midfield. They're followed by Sir Macwin. Further back, Dona and Skybow, followed by Cyrenelg. At last of all, Alquahira's Son. To the back they race now out towards the 2,000-metre mark, and Burrito, as expected, putting on a good speed in front, moved out 4 lengths in front of Nothing Like a Dane. He's dropped the bit, running 2nd, a length and a half, then Principality, facing the breeze 3rd, 4th, Zoff Coast, a length further back, Catalan opening, 1 further back is Octagonal. He's about 4 lengths behind Nothing Like a Dane, and he's back running 6th at the moment, Octagonal, 1 further back, Sir Macwin. They're followed by Dona, 1.5, then to Cyrenelg, then Skybow, and 2 lengths, Alquahira's Son last of all. 1,600 out in the Derby, up the side they go, and the leader is Burrito. Burrito out by 3 to Nothing Like a Dane. He's gone to sleep for die, running 2nd. 1.5 Principality. Zoff Coast 4th, the fence, a length for the back, Catalan opening. They're followed by Octagonal, who's tucked away on the rail and travelling okay. 2 for the back is Sir Macwin. Dona the inside, 2 then to Cyrenelg. They're followed by Skybow, and last of all, Alquahira's Son. He slowed them up on Burrito. He's only nearly a length in front. Off the fence now, Nothing Like a Dane's going to track up just behind him now, 2nd. 2 lengths further back in the Derby. Zoff Coast running 3rd, a half then to Principality. 1 further back, Octagonal. He's right there running 5th. He's about 3.5 off Nothing Like a Dane. Outside Octagonal now at the moment. Catalan opening. 2 lengths further back in the race, Sir Macwin. It's going to be a sprint home now over on the inside. Dona, 2 lengths to Skybow, Cyrenelg, and Alquahira's Son last of all. Burrito goes to the 900-metre mark, a half length in front. Nothing Like a Dane goes up to his quarters on the outside. 2.5 further back, Zoff Coast. They're followed by Principality. Now Octagonal is starting to angle off the fence. He's trying to get away from the rail. Catalan Opening went before him, and around the turn now they straighten up in the Derby. Burrito the leader. Into the straight they come, 500 to go. Burrito a neck in front. Nothing Like a Dane is getting closer, 2 lengths Principality. Octagonal is badly hemmed in. He's got nowhere to go. He's gone back to third last as Nothing Like a Dane has shot to the front. Nothing Like a Dane in front, 2 lengths Catalan Opening, Principality. Dana trying to get out, and here's Octagonal. Octagonal coming with a run at the 150. Nothing Like a Dane, 2 in front. Octagonal starting to lift, starts to pegging back. Nothing Like a Dane, a half in front. Octagonal trying hard. Nothing Like a Dane release. Nothing Like a Dane wins the Derby, 3/4 Octagonal. 4 away, third in the race is Dona from Skybow out wide. They're followed further back in the race by El Quahira Sun, Catalan Opening. Then Zoff Coast further back, then Burrito, Principality, Sir Macwin, and Cyrenel gets last of all in the Derby of 95.
Number 3, Nothing Like a Dane, 310 and 140, 1 Octagonal, 150, 4 Dona, $1.80.
Racing Canberra, 3 Nothing Like a Dane, 330, 140, 1 Octagonal, 140, and number 4 Dona to pay 210.
As they settle down and run.
And racing in the McKinnon, they bounced away in a good line with Jearn dropping to the back of the field. First out Dame Win here from Starstruck, Alcove and All Our Mobbing around the outside station hand. And there's Just Apollo whipping right around the outside, taking up the running now after they go to the 1800. Just Apollo and station hand cross in front from Dame Win third. Alcove is fourth, and further back Starstruck. It's All in front out wider. They're followed further back by All Our Mob, followed by Royal Snack. Well back Petraris Bay. Back towards the tail is Storm and Jearn last of all. 14.50 out along the back. They race station hand in front. 1.5 now to Just Apollo. Pretty good pace in the moment. Third is Damon a length off. They're followed by Alcove facing the breeze fourth. 2 for the back. It's All in Fun. Outside it running sixth is Starstruck. 2 then to All Our Mob and Royal Snack. 2 to Petraris Bay. Storm second last and Jearn last of all. 1200 out. Station hand along the back at Chiquita Lodge. Leads by 1.5 lengths. Second Just Apollo. 1 for the back Dane Win. Now Oliver's got him in the box seat today. Running third over on the inside of Alcove, fourth at the 1,000-metre mark. 2 to It's All in Fun. Then Starstruck went off the fence running 6. 2 for the back Royal Snack. All Our Mobbers on the rail. 2 to the grey Petraris Bay, and then Storm. And Jearn is back last of all at the 800-metre mark, trying to get off the rail about 8 or 9 off the front. It's station hand and neck Just Apollo, Alcove. Dame Win with nowhere to go, fourth on the fence, followed by It's All in Front, Starstruck. The grey Petraris Bay pulled out wide, and further back in the race Storm. Jearn starting to angle out, and All Our Mob goes back to the inside around the turn in the McKinnon. They straighten, and the run comes for Dame Win. He ranges up quickly now at the 400-metre mark. He races to station hand. 2 to Alcove, Starstruck. Jearn down the outside with Petraris Bay. Dame Win's taken the front though at the 200-metre mark and shot a length and a half in front of station hand. Jearn is late with Starstruck back in the middle. Dame Win a length and a half in front from station hand. Then Starstruck, Petraris Bay. Jearn can't go on. Dame Win getting tired. He's 3/4 in front. Oliver will get him home. Dame Win wins a McKinnon, 3/4 Petraris Bay. Starstruck third and fourth is Jearn on the outside. They're followed by All Our Mob, station hand and Storm. Further back it's All in Fun from Just Apollo, Royal Snack, and Alcove is last of all.
Number 7 Dane Win, 220 and 130. 5 Petraris Bay, 230 for third. 10 Starstruck, $3.
7 Dame Win, 240, 130. Number 5 Petraris Bay to pay 320, and number 10 for third, Starstruck, 260. Moving up Canberra.
Home, and number 7 goes in the frame, number 7. The favourite home in the McKinnon. The judge calling on the photo for the Miners. Petraris Bay and Starstruck in the photo for the Miners. Jearn getting back to near enough to the tail, turning for home, coming out wide. I noticed after they went past the post that the rider kept him going. Harris, number 5, has got second after the print. Number 5, Petraris Bay. That's been a great run for Tuesday. And third is number 10, Starstruck, ridden by Mark Miller. 7, 5 and 10. Dane Win got the favours, got the box seat, third on the rail, got out when they turned for home, and he quickly raced up to them. There wasn't much left in the tank by the same token over the last 100 because they were slowly...
I believe it almost set Canberra, race 7, Melbourne.
Off and running this time, and Race's Edge has bounced away quickly with Brawny Spirit, Social Rule behind those, sort away well. They're all going straight across to the flat side from the outside here, showing speed as Grand Bay. Going across with it when they settle down, Quality Gold, the widest runner now is Tenor. They've gone to the 1,000-metre mark now. Brawny Spirit over on the inside, laying off the fence about a half in front. Moving up on the outside, second Don Pasquale, and Race's Edge can get a saloon right up on the inside as Brawny Spirit hangs off the fence. A length further back, Grand Bay running fourth, and they're followed by Rusland. Sword tucking in behind those further back, Cut Up Rough, followed by Chief to Be a Social Rule. Well back in the race then on the outside of those, Quality Gold, a bit of shifting there from Poetic King, Kingston Bay. Centile ruling back at the tail with Tenor onto the course proper. Race's Edge got through and raced up and hit the front from Brawny Spirit. Then Sword to the rail from Rusland. Chief to Be as Grand Bay, Don Pasquale, Poetic King, Cut Up Rough. Race's Edge, Brawny Spirit, and over on the inside, Sword. Sword getting out after Race's Edge. Race's Edge and Sword from Brawny Spirit. Then further back, Grand Bay. It's on the inside, Sword getting its head in front. Brawny Spirit coming back with Race's Edge. Brawny Spirit kicking again. They hit it. Might be Brawny Spirit, and no, Sword on the line from Race's Edge, close up third. Behind those, Grand Bay from Kingston Bay. Then further back in the race would have been on the inside, Rusland. Then Poetic King, Cut Up Rough, followed by Just Awesome, Chief to Be a Centile, Reline. Well back in the race, Social Rule, followed by Quality Gold, Don Pasquale, and Tenor near the tail. Photo.
7 Brawny Spirit, 42.50 and 10.20. 14 Sword, 5.30 and 2.20 for third. 3 Race's Edge, 3.20.
Number 7, Brawny Spirit, 34.60 and 8.50. The other one in it, 14 Sword, $8 2.90, and 3 for third, Race's Edge, 2.90. About to move up Canberra.
Off the fence, and he gets the photo. He's got it, Brawny Spirit. He laid away from the inside. He got about 5-6 away from the fence. Gave the race to Race's Edge. Then in turn, Sword got up on the inside of Race's Edge. Sword got on terms, may have even got his beak in front. But Brawny Spirit, little Brawny Spirit, laying away from the fence from gate number 1 has got the photo. Number 7, Brawny Spirit, Michael Clark. Number 14, Sword, Darren Beedman. Third 3, Race's Edge. May have just hit the front a little bit too soon. No fault of the rider, ridden by Wayne Harris. 7, 14 and 3. Number 9 is fourth, and that is Grand Bay. 7, 14 and 3. 7, 14 and 3, and I'd say Mickey Winks would be over the moon with that.
All right, moving in Canberra, the time.
Okay.
Away they go in the final race. Coachwood and Electronic and Darcher away quickly. Electronic travelling forward and McDrury coming over from the outside. Coachwood ridden with the whippers pushed up on the inside to lead Electronic and Darcher. McDrury slots in fourth from Gossip's fifth, followed by Section, Tupan, Sir Kingy, and further back Desert Chill. When they go out of the straight and Unsolved last of all. 2100 out. Coachwood in front today, led by 3 to Darcher. On the outside, Electronic, 3 further back McDrury. A good solid clip in front now. McDrury running fourth on the outside of Gossip's fifth of the 2000, 3 or 4 Section. They're stringing out 2 lengths then to Sir Kingy. They're followed by Dupan, further back then on the inside Unsolved, and last of all Desert Chill. Up the back of the track they race at the 1800 metre mark, and the leader Coachwood, 3.5 in front of Darcher. On the outside Electronic, 2 to Gossip's running fourth, fifth on the outside McDrury, 1.5 further back is Sir Kingy as he eases the leader at the 1600 metre mark. They're followed by Section, 2 lengths Dupan, followed by Unsolved, and last of all Desert Chill. At the side of the course they race now the 1450 metre mark, and the leader is still Coachwood, a little over a length and a half in front now from Electronic, and on the inside third is Darcher. A length further back in the race is McDrury running fourth, covering up Gossips over on the fence running fifth, 2 to Sir Kingy, a length and a half to 2 for the back Section. On the inside Unsolved from Dupan, and last of all is Desert Chill. At Chiquita Lodge, 1200 out in the last, and the leader is Coachwood, 1.5 in front. Second Electronic, no change in the order, 3/4 then to Darcher. He's third over on the inside, getting a nice run, 1.5 McDrury fourth. Gossip's back on the fence running fifth, a length further back Sir Kingy, 2 further back is Unsolved on the inside of Section, 2 to Dupan, who's got back to second to last. On the inside of him is Desert Chill, racing up towards the 900, and it's Coachwood trying to get away again, 2 in front of Electronic, and Darcher's had a beautiful run third, 2 further back running fourth. McDrury now being called on from Gossips, then Sir Kingy, a gap on the race Unsolved, further back in the race then Section. Dupan is about 12 lengths off them, peeled to the outside, and last of all, Desert Chill. Coachwood going for home, though, when they wheel into the straight for Brian York. Straightened up 4 or 5 lengths in front over Darchar and Electronic, followed by McDrury. Then Gossips, and further back Sir Kingy and Depan section, and Unsold, but down to the 300-metre mark, and Coachwood is 5 in front. Is this his day today? He's 6 in front of Darchar. McDrury followed by Electronic, and then Gossips, but at the 100-metre mark, Coachwood has got a lead big enough to win the Melbourne Awardable bike race, and he's home and hosed all the way for York. Coachwood holding Electronic. Coachwood wins easily from Electronic, about 4 lengths. Great go for the miners. Depan out wide with Gossips and Sir Kingy. Over on the inside then Darcher, further back McDrury, further back in the race then Desert Chill section, and then Soul back at the tail.
Number 9, Coachwood, 11.20 for the win. Place, $3.10. Second to 10 in a photo. Resting between 2 Electronic, $1.80. For third, 10 Japan, $1.70. 5 Gossips, $2, or 6 a Kingy, $5.40.
Coachwood.
Number 9, Coachwood, the winner there, 11.80 and 3.30. Those for the minors, 2 Electronic, 2 even. Number 10, Dupain, 1.80. Number 5, Gossips, 2.10, or 6 Kingy, 5.10. Moving up, Canberra.
The judge calling on the photo, the race run in 2:34.8. Number 10 has got second. Dupain on the outside, number 10. After the photo, number 10 is second. And the third placing about to go up in the final race for the day. 9, and after the photo, number 10 is second. Just waiting on this
Almost at
further
Canberra.
print here for third placing. Lee Friedman preparing the winner. And Coachwood has now had 5 wins from 24 starts, and the judge still looking at this print. For third placing, to rest between Gossips, Electronic, Sir Kingy in this minor go for the third prize.
Check the results shortly. Here's Tony.
Liner set race 7.